good afternoon, or good evening, depending on which time slot you're in, to the families, friends, staff, and most importantly, to the historically significant graduating class of 2020. My name is Abishek Kanagasabay, and I'm here today to reflect on our unforgettable 5-year journey through high school, thank all those who've helped us become who we are, celebrate our future ventures, and hopefully send you off today with a message that truly represents our unique graduating class of 2020. My fellow graduates, the day we've been waiting for is finally here, commencement. All your hard work and effort has come down to you, sitting 6 feet apart from your friends as you watch me through a screen, deliver corny jokes, and talk about our occasionally crazy but memorable 5 years at Fleetwood. Throughout our journey at Fleetwood, we have made many lasting memories that often slip by us without us even realizing it. Do you remember that first day of grade 8, masking our butterflies with a brave front as we embark on our quest to become a dragon, eager to make new friends and oblivious to the amazing achievements to come? Then came grade 9, the year we timidly venture out of our comfort zone. Should I join a club? Or maybe a sports team? Should I join dance? Never mind, but these guys can take it from here. This is the year that some of us found our passions, and others just wanted to forget that they ever tried. Then came along grade 10, the year we were presented with the opportunity to volunteer for our school community. Volunteering had its own challenges. For example, not being able to find Thibaut amongst the grade 8s during the retreat. All jokes aside, for everything this man has done for our school, it's unfortunate that we never got a chance to really look up to him, if you know what I mean. Then came along grade 11, the year we started worrying about our grades for post-secondary, got a taste of our first viral outbreak, measles, the excitement of our first snowball. It was also the year that our local Fleetwood artists, shout out Bossy Music and 8 Crazy 8, decided to drop their mixtape so heat that even the dumpster caught on fire. And finally, grade 12. What can I say? We almost sunk a boat with our rowdy dance moves at the boat cruise, watched a band and choir as they performed their outstanding musical pieces, watched our exceptional theater group as they put on an Oscar-worthy show for our school, and finally, the entire school came out to show unconditional support to both their basketball and volleyball teams as they made provincials. And then comes March 2020. Just as we were preparing for our graduation celebrations, commencement ceremony, and grad parties, our worlds were flipped upside down. We were faced with an unprecedented challenge, COVID-19. But this didn't stop us. We adapted to a new learning environment, used the power of social media to stay connected, and spent our time wisely by going on TikTok instead of doing our online homework. Now look at us today, in the face of a global pandemic, as we celebrate our last 5 years of hard work and dedication to Fleetwood Park Secondary. None of this would be possible without the help and support of the people around us. To our parents and loved ones who have supported us through our hardships and celebrated our achievements. From changing our diapers to watching us walk the stage today, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. In particular, I'd like to give a shout out to my mom and sisters who have been my role models and pillars of support since day one. To the teachers, thank you for putting in those extra hours after school, making sure we understood the concepts we had difficulty with. To the coaches who taught us life lessons on and off the court. And finally, thank you to the staff and administration for making Fleetwood Park Secondary feel like our second home. We appreciate everything you have done for us, from making us feel welcomed on the first day of high school to allowing us to celebrate our graduation, even if it meant hosting 20 separate commencement ceremonies. I also want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to my ball team and my coaches, Mr. Day and Mr. Thibault, for being my second family and for guiding me through high school. And now, as I approach my closing remarks, I'd like to address a message to my peers. Dear graduating class of 2020, for better or for worse, we'll go down in history as a class that graduated in the midst of a global pandemic. We may have not had the senior year we had envisioned. We didn't get to go to dry grad or go to dinner dance. And worst of it all, we didn't get to crush the teachers in the annual Grads vs. Teachers event. Don't worry, teachers, we'll be back next year to win the series. But that doesn't mean that our accomplishments and the connections we have made are any less valued than those of the years before. In fact, I would argue that it is the opposite. Our grad class learned to overcome and adapt in many unique ways, bringing us closer together. As we close this chapter of our lives and start a new one, I want you to cherish all the memories we made here together and value all the lessons we have learned from our teachers and peers. Our years at Fleetwood have taught us the importance of friendships, the power of integrity, the significance of respect, and the ability to empathize with others. Friendship, integrity, respect, and empathy. Fire. This is the fire that we must breathe when we leave the walls of Fleetwood Park and pursue our future endeavors. The learning environment and culture at Fleetwood has allowed us students to explore our interests and abilities in order to find our true calling and career path. Whether we choose to attend post-secondary, enter the trades, or try to become TikTok famous, the invaluable lessons that we have learned will forever be ingrained in our minds and will have a monumental impact on our future accomplishments. Before I end my speech today, I'd like to leave you with a quote that I came across by the great Michael Jordan. Obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it. Go through it or work around it. Class of 2020, if you choose to take one thing away from my speech today, let it be this. If you are passionate about something, do not be afraid to pursue it or fight for it. Don't stand idle as opportunities present themselves. Go for it, take the risks, and chase your dreams. If you're passionate about fighting the injustices and inequalities in our world today, don't be a bystander. Speak up, incite change, and make a difference. Graduates, as we leave the marathon that we've been accustomed to these past 5 years behind and start our trek into adulthood, remember that once a dragon, always a dragon. As we spread our wings, take flight, and move on with our lives, just remember, it was more than just the connections we made and the memories we shared. It was about paving a path and setting an example for the dragons that follow, so they can carry on our legacy. Congratulations, class of 2020. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay in touch.